Hi. Hi, Ananya. How are you?
Good auntie. Hello everyone. So today we are going to talk with Anita Rao. She is my principal in my school, Daksha. She is so polite. In our school we call her as auntie. So today you all can ask your doubts and questions with Anita Rao auntie.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. As you taught abroad, so what is the culture of study in foreign?
Okay. Um, is this Anjane? You Anjane or Siddharth?
No, Aradhya.
Aradhya. So Aradhya, I didn't study in abroad. I didn't teach in a foreign country, but I am aware of the teaching methods over there. When the schools there encourage a lot of conversation and a lot of interaction. The children are asked to do a lot of projects on their own. The teachers don't give them notes and ask them to learn and come. The children are made to think on their own. So you're supposed to develop your own thinking and come up with questions that will enable the teacher to teach more. The teachers will not come up with notes. The children are supposed to be coming up with their own answers, and the teachers are guiding. So the teachers are guiding them. They are not like giving them all the information that is needed. So you're supposed to be reading up more, researching more, thinking a lot more by yourself. That is how it is done in most Western countries.
Anita aunty, we had a question from Sanvi from Vidisha. Her question is that the video which is coming daily from school is okay, but all students are not capable to understand it completely. So please guide us with what kind of online teaching is good.
There are two ways that we do online teaching. One is we send videos to the children and they're supposed to see it. And if the child doesn't understand, they can play it one more time. They can replay the video over and over again and then try to understand and then follow through with a worksheet or some exercise in the textbook. That is one. The other thing is like a live class, like what we are doing now, where I'm the teacher and all of you are the student learners, where I'm explaining to you and you can stop me at any time and clarify your doubt. So, a combination of these two, video lessons that are sent to you that you can sit and watch at your own convenience, maybe in the evening or whenever you're free, whenever you have network connectivity, you can sit, watch the video, and you can watch it in bits. You can play the first 3 minutes and then the next 3 minutes. And if you have a doubt, you can always, clarify with your parents, or you can replay the bit. Suppose it's like a theorem or some explanation in math. It's good to, have it explained one more time. So what we would suggest is a combination of live classes like this, where the teacher is explaining things to you, and video lessons, where the teacher can record it and send it to you so you can watch it at your own convenience. The advantage of video lessons is the children don't have to sit in front of the screen for hours together like this. And there'll be 20 children, 30 children asking down. So that increases the screen time. So this problem, is avoided when we do video lessons. The child can just watch the 10-minute lesson, understand, and then, follow through on the writing or the reading work that is planned. So a
So we have
combination of this and that, should be good. Yes, Ananya?
yes. So we have another question from Siddharth.
Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, I am from Chandigarh. Ma'am, I want to ask a question that, ma'am, I have observed that some of my classmates cheat during examination, which is unethical. Ma'am, can such practice be cured by the test organizers?
Students, you know that if you want to cheat, you can cheat. All of you are really, really smart. Even in school, you can get away with cheating. But now, thanks to these online classes, we can't actually check. We can't be there in your house to check. So before every test, the teachers always talk to the children and say that, children, we trust you. And the purpose of this test is that, you know how well you understood the topic. And you see, you can cheat in this test and you can get a 10 on 10, but you know in your heart of hearts that you don't deserve it and you're not good at the topic. So it is more like, we kind of tell the children that you are going to be your own, you're going to be your own watch. You're going to be watching over yourself. You're not tempted to look into the book. You're not tempted to ask mommy or daddy. You will write what you know. So this is what we do, number one, because online assessments are not foolproof. There will always be a scope for children to look into books or take their parents' help. So we always give this pep talk before the test that we want you to be honest and give your 100%. But there are some tools. In fact, I can tell you one. There's a tool called Kahoots, which are time bound. So as soon as a child starts a test, there is a timer that starts working. So by the end of, let's say, 5 minutes or 7 minutes, the timer goes off, and you have to send in your paper. So there you can kind of cut down on cheating, but still it's not 100% foolproof because you can have somebody next to you and who can help you with the test. But we just tell the children to keep their cameras on and to just trust their conscience and do what is right.
Yes.
Right? I hope you're doing that, Ananya.
Yes.
Thank you. Actually, my question was that, like, basically, whenever there's an internet connection, so in the internet connection, all the concepts that we have learned till now, it's a bit disturbed. So, what, like, if there is any internet connection issue, so mostly online classes got a disturbance in that. So, how can we fix that problem?
Siddhi, we have a lot of children having internet connections too here, internet problems here, because some of the children have actually gone to their villages and there the network is not very good. So what we do is we have a recording of every class. As a teacher is teaching, there is a recording of the class, and the same recording is posted on the school app. And suppose because there is no network or there's no connectivity, the child, couldn't sit through the entire class. The child can simply, can reach the link and then listen to the entire recording, and it's as good as sitting through the live class. So we have a backup, we have a plan B, which is a recording. So if the child doesn't connect to the class, there is a network issue, you can always watch the recording and then make up for the lost class that you had. So the recording is a good option.
Thank
You can
you.
tell the teachers to do that. Yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Auntie, mostly like everyone gives you questions to you, right? Like everyone comes to your class office and then asks you some of the other question or gives a complaint. Like how do you manage to answer them when they're cranky and they're repeating it many times?
I think one thing I learned after starting the school is, patience. I have to be patient because every child wants to be heard, for anything. It's just not a complaint. They want to wish me, they want to share something with me. I may have, the same thing told by about, 20 children, but I must listen to them with the same enthusiasm because the child wants to be heard. So one thing that you should have as a teacher, as somebody, who's running the school is a lot of patience. And sometimes when you're listening, you also kind of understand what their problems are. Basically, as your teachers, we are supposed to address your problems, take care of your needs. Only when we listen to you, we are able to do that. So we have to, just learn to be patient and listen to one and all. But sometimes, we may also be a little, all right, we say, that's enough, I've heard this, let me hear something new. But we are patient, all your teachers and the staff, we learn to be patient.
Just a second.
There is a child in Australia. He's in grade 3. He doesn't like to go to school.
Okay. He doesn't like to go to school, so is he So is he going to school now or is he sitting through online classes?
Doesn't
So
want to go.
he doesn't want to go to school. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, does he tell you why? I mean, does he tell you why he doesn't want to go to school? Does he find reading, writing boring? Or is it because he can't make friends in school? Is there any reason? Does he give you a reason?
Yeah, he just think why we have to go to school. School is not important. I discussed with him couple of times. It's not like that. He needs to go to school, but I'm just sending him forcefully. But he's refused every time. He said, "No, I'm not going, mom. I'm not going." I spoke
I
with
think
the
the
teacher. I spoke with even principal. They said, "Oh, because he's busy watching TV at home. That's why it's happening." But every time he gave different, he said, "Oh, because of COVID he doesn't want to go." Sometimes he said, "No, it's scary to go to school because my teacher was sneezing, she was coughing." Yeah, he make all excuse.
Yeah, children are extremely smart. I can understand that. They can come up with stories if they don't want to do something. But I think the best thing that you could do is, see if he can, form a really good bond with children at school. I mean, does he have a good friend at school that he'd love to meet every day? Because if most of the time, even if it's a new school, children settle down fast and, they want to go back to school because they have friends there. So, have you given him opportunities where he's kind of being able to bond with other children? Have you kind of done something where he gets to, really mingle with the kids in this class and maybe have play dates with them so that, he feels the need to, go to school to meet his friends every day? Have you done that? Have you explored that,
Yeah,
making
I
sure that
did
he has
because I
friends?
did everything. He just make excuse, "Mom, I don't want to go." I can understand this is COVID time. He hasn't got any friends because they are taking year three all students together. There's no one class, and he said, "I have no friends coming. Only I'm going." He doesn't want to do study at home. That's why I'm sending him. But
Hmm.
I asked him to come here to talk to you. He doesn't want to come, so he just went outside.
I can understand. I can understand. But I think we should all appreciate, we adults should appreciate these COVID times are stressful for the children. At least we parents, grown-ups can excuse ourselves, but children can't. It's possible that he's missing out on being, in close touch with his friends. He can't meet them or he can't run around and play with them because their entire routine has changed drastically. So
Yeah.
different children, express their frustration, there's this drastic change. All of them can't cope with it the same manner. So I think just talking to him to let him know that everybody is going through it. I mean, you as a parent, all his friends, everybody is experiencing it. And we are trying our best to get back to some kind of normalcy here. So what they're doing now is trying to get back into a routine where they start off with less children in classes, and slowly they are going to go on to the regular school mode. Let him know that you're also facing the same. I mean, all the children are going through the same thing, but we
Yeah.
must try to get back. That's what normalcy is. That's what our normal routine is. So I think just talking to him from your end, because we're all strangers, so he may not be comfortable opening up with us, but maybe with you. And maybe if he can talk to his friends on the phone, share his day and what he's doing, and and they can tell him, that oh, school was good today. I mean, we actually got to do something fun at school. So slowly he'll get there, because all children are not the same. So maybe he just needs more time. So I wouldn't say too much of pressure is good on him, but just talking to him and letting him know that you, his mother, his father, his siblings, everybody is feeling the same. And you're trying to, do your best by, getting back to the normal routine. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I can
Thank you.
suggest to you now. Yeah,
Yeah. Thank you very much.
thank you.
Yeah, so we have a last question. which
Yeah.
is how can we improve our English?
How do we improve our English? So, how old is this child? How old is this child?
11 years.
Okay, my suggestion is, language is learned in four ways. Basically, you have to listen to a lot of it, and you have to speak it. First is listening, then speaking, then reading and writing. So, what we mostly do is in school we are only writing, reading, and then we talk a little, and then we listen a little. So it should be the other way. So if you can, be in the company of friends who are willing to talk in English, listen to maybe stories, online, listen to news, listen to cartoons. You all love cartoons. Listen to cartoon characters. Then you'll fall in love with the language and you'll pick up the words easily. If I give you a list of words, you will not remember. But if you hear those words, from the mouth of a cartoon character, you'll remember the word better. So listening to it, movies, cartoons, maybe news. If you're an older child, I would say news. Listening your friends talk, your teachers talk, listening, and speaking. Even at home, after coming back from school, try to talk to your siblings, to your daddy. 5 minutes, 10 minutes of how your day was. This is what I did at school today. We had fun doing, exercise. I had a lot of fun. My math was interesting. So talking to your parents at home for a little time helps. And reading. Read lots and lots of books. Story books. There are amazing books. Amazing books, mystery and humor and fiction. There are amazing books for all age groups. So read a lot of books. And then, the next last is, put your thoughts, on paper. Whatever words you learn, suppose you've learned a new word today, try to use it. Use it in a sentence, use it in an essay. Um, Maintain a journal. If you can keep a diary, that's an amazing, tool for picking up English every day, or it's like a conversation with yourself. So you're doing it in English. So keep a diary and use all the words that you learn at school. Suppose in a particular lesson, you've heard the word lucid. Lucid means very clear. Then you can use a word that my teacher's instructions were lucid, or the surface, the water surface, the pond was very still and lucid. The water in the pond was very clear and lucid. So when you pick up a word, use it. So, but I would say listen to it. So maybe cartoons, maybe movies. Use the words, talk a lot in English with your friends, with your teachers, with your sisters and brothers and mummy and daddy. Read, read, read. To pick up English, read everything and anything, that is in English that you fancy. And then maintain a diary. And it's like a talking to yourself, like a conversation. So all these will help.
Yes, so thank you, Auntie, for taking your time to come to this and share your thoughts and give answers to these questions.
It was a
So
pleasure. It
thank
was a
you for
pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for having me, and thank you, the team of India Post. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Bye bye.
bye. Thank you.
Bye.